fam, hey fam, hey fam. Good evening. Welcome to WW Wisdom Wednesday. God bless you. Thank you all for joining us. Hey everybody. Hey. Thank you for joining us. I tell you, it won't be real structured tonight. I'm merely going to introduce to you another series. After having dealt with so many things in the last year or two, and to watch probably is it's probably not a good thing, but to watch some of the social media platforms and see how people bash one another and especially bash the church and the pastors. And I've been here before, and I dealt with this in an impromptu video of my own some time ago on my own personal page. Y'all, let me tell you something. Hey, y'all. Hey. It's not, saying new. It's not new that the things are happening like they're happening, especially in the arena of he say, she say. And y'all, the Bible is very clear. We're in a real serious fight. It said we wrestle not with flesh and blood. This booger bear we're fighting is in a high place, and it's got power and full of wickedness. So what I want to do is, with your prayers, I would like to endeavor on some discussions from this thought. A prayer for protection. That's going to be the thought. A prayer for protection. Now you may be wondering, where are you going with that? The Bible is very clear when it tells us. Now I'm going to read it to you. I'm going to read it to you from the King James. It's 2 Corinthians, the 2nd chapter, verse number 11. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. I need you to hear my heart. God, I heard you. The enemy can get a leg up on us when we how can I say this? When we're not familiar with how he operates. So he takes some things that have happened in our lives and he flips them and he distorts them and causes us to question God, question ourselves, and think that God has dealt us a bad hand. For someone who is a diabetic, I'm learning that the older I get, the worse that thing can be, of course, but thanks be unto God, I've been fortunate enough to get my hands on some medication that's helping me keep my numbers straight. But the enemy will take something as serious as diabetes and plant seeds in our minds and tell us that our blood glucose will never be level or normal, and then we start thinking the worst. Well, how long am I going to live? And am I going to lose my sight? Am I going to lose my limbs? The enemy distorts stuff. I'm going somewhere, and God says, I don't want you to be ignorant of how he get down. Let me just be honest with you. How he rolls. I don't want you to lose sight of it. There we go. So this is what I want to share with y'all. If you don't mind, I want to draw your attention from the Message Bible. The Message Bible. Psalms 140 and verse number 1. Psalm 140 and verse number 1. And I don't know about any of y'all. I don't know if you've ever been in a pickle. I don't know if you've ever had your back against the wall. I don't know if you've ever felt like giving up. I don't know if you've ever had so much pressure and stress on you that it caused you to have medical conditions and or seek medical attention. I don't know if you've ever thought about, you know what, enough is enough, I'm going to check myself. I don't know if you've ever thought about just walking away from it all. And I don't know if you've ever been so bad off, man, that you thought you know, that you could see an ant face to face. I don't know how bad your marriage has ever been. I don't know how things are with you financially. I don't know how things are with you on your job. I don't have any idea unless you tell me, and chances are I'm going to forget whatever that is anyway. But I'm here to tell you tonight. I'm here to tell you tonight, just in this introduction, introduction, that you and I have got to change some of the verbiage in our prayers. We need to start praying for protection, man. We need to start praying for healing. We need to start praying for prosperity. We need to be, watch this, praying for healthy marriages. We just do these general, now I lay me down, sleep, and pray the Lord myself. No, we need to get specific and hit that booger right in his head. God, I need your help. And this is why, watch this. Watch this. God, get me out of here. Away from this evil, protect me from these vicious people. That's all I want to talk. That's it. That's it. That's it. If I could wink at you and you would understand what I'm saying, you know, when you got big eyes and protrude out, my eyes protrude out, and I can't wink like y'all wink, so my eyes be half cracked. But I'm winking at you. You might want to read the rest of the verses. All right. You might want to read them, get a head up on us. But listen, you can laugh about my eyes. I'm cool with that. I'm 56 years old. They've been big all my life. Watch this. Praying for, oh Lord, am I going to say that? Praying for protection does not make you less than who God has purposed you to be. Because listen, the enemy come yet but to kill, steal, and to destroy. But God said, I came to give you life and that more abundantly. So at some point in time in your life, I promise you, I assure you, at some point in time, the enemy he's going to attempt to take you out. He's going to cause something to happen. He's going to get in pursuit of you. But baby, let me tell you something. Baby, let me tell you something. I didn't learn this, but for 16 years, it took me just the last 16 years, I learned this. I learned it. I've heard people say it. Y'all can tag her too. Rochelle used to say this all the time. If you're going to pray, don't worry. If you're going to worry, don't pray. She used to say that all the time. Man, yeah, okay, whatever. You know, you ain't understanding. We got one of the largest independent security companies in the valley. What you mean, don't worry? The payroll ain't came through, man. These clients dragging their feet. What are you talking about? You don't pray, don't worry. Man, listen, listen, I'm frustrated. I'm aggravated. I'm above, listen, I feel like I'm drowning. I ain't got time for all these fancy words, but I decree and I declare. I didn't learn it until I married Lonnie Burst. And she flipped it. She says, I am a seed sower. And you said, God. This is how she talks. And you said to God, you would rebuke the devourer. I said, what you said? And I started hearing that, and then I started seeing God do just that. I rebuke him. Because What the difference was, if you're gonna worry, don't pray. If you're gonna pray, don't worry. Love it, beautiful. I wish I would have made a T-shirt. I probably would have been rich on that. But watch this. That is biblically sound, but not in the Bible. But what is in the Bible is, you said you would rebuke the devourer for my sake. And I'm sure the other one works, but I'm telling you, we got to start praying for protection, but we got to start praying the word of God. He starts out saying, look here, God, listen, God, don't give me what it takes to stay in this. He starts out, y'all, come on, it's right there. He says, get me out of this. Get me out of here. From this boy, I'm going to listen. God has already prepared the next few weeks concerning this, y'all. I promise you, it's going to bless you. I got to get out of here. I've been out here longer than I was supposed to because I'm only doing the introduction. I'll see you next week. Psalm 140, verse number 1. God, have you ever asked God to get you out of a thing? Have you? Man, listen, we're going to have a good time. We're going to have a good time. So I'll see y'all next week. All right? Peace.